Okay, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I don't want to be negative, but God bless it, man. I got some complaints. I got some things to talk about. I got some things to get off my chest when it comes to Call of Duty Vanguard getting released this year from a billion-dollar company, a billion-dollar franchise, a AAA game, and we are not getting a great product. I'm just going to be honest right now. I don't think we are getting a great product from Vanguard. And I know people are going to be coming out going, how dare you, sir? Call of Duty is a great game. I don't understand why they're so negative. I cannot believe this is the best game. This is the best Call of Duty game of all time. Look, I get it. You're passionate, but you don't have to defend a AAA billion-dollar franchise, billion-dollar studio. They don't care what you say. They don't care what I say. But honestly, I just want to be as honest as I possibly can with you, because it seems like when it comes to the negativity about this thing, people don't want to talk about that, and it needs to be addressed. Because look, I want to give this analogy. If I had a company and I developed a product and I released this product year after year after year, I would want that product to be better year after year. I would want there to be an incentive for you to buy my new product because it's newer, we've updated, it's better than the last version, and you would want to buy it. I see the Call of Duty franchise the exact same way. Each Call of Duty game should come out year after year better than the next. But for some reason, the Call of Duty franchise, billion-dollar industry, billion-dollar company, billion-dollar franchise, but we have people coming out here and buying every single Call of Duty game that keeps getting worse, and no wonder they keep pumping out Call of Duty games, because Sons of Guns keep buying the really crappy product. It has gone the way of Madden. Call of Duty has gone the way of Madden, and when it comes to the Madden franchise, that game franchise has gotten worse year after year and year, and the franchise fans of that game don't like it, and they don't like the way that Madden is, and I don't know why we don't have a more vocal group of people talking about the way that the Call of Duty franchise has gone year after year with not really releasing or getting a better product at the end. So today I want to talk about the way that Vanguard is going, way I see that Vanguard is going to be released. I mean, God, it is. We are at the end of September. We have 1 month. November 5th, I believe, is when this game is going to be released. And from what I saw from the beta, I mean, maybe. Look, it was a beta. Things and problems that were in that game, in this beta, could be fixed for the full release. I get that. However, at least when it comes to games in the past, when it comes to betas, there's not really a whole lot of stuff that they can fix prior to the game's release. You have to understand that right now they are worried about getting out this product, getting out hard copies of this game and getting it ready. Now, maybe they do have a day one patch ready to go, but I don't really think there is a whole lot they can do when it comes to trying to make this game better than the next Call of Duty game, or better than the previous Call of Duty game. It's just the way that the franchise is going, the way that people's buying power is going, to where they're influencing. You're going to be getting a better or worse product year after year because you keep buying this stuff. But a billion-dollar franchise, billion-dollar industry, they're making microtransactions. They're going to be making some money, but for you as a player, your gameplay is going to suffer pretty big. But anyway, let's get into Vanguard and some of the things, at least, that I've seen with this game, at least from coming from the beta and watching other people's reviews, watching other people's opinions, whether it's on Twitter, on YouTube, and seeing exactly where people fit in with it comes to the complaints that they have with this. And it actually comes from a Forbes article that I found that talks about the good, the bad, the ugly, and some of the stuff that at least we'll get it. You know what? Let's stay with the positivity. I said I was going to be positive with some of this stuff, and it has to literally just go with this. The good. The game handles more like Modern Warfare 2 Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone than it does Black Ops Cold War, which personally I think is a bad thing, but it feels a bit faster than Modern Warfare and sort of falls between the games of Cold War in terms of speed and overall gameplay, gunplay, which is a good thing. That's it. It goes into Champion Hill mode. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody cares about Champions Hill. If you are somebody that plays 2v2 tournaments, okay, good for you, but that is not the majority of people that are playing Call of Duty games. This is just ridiculous to know that going through this, it talks about one or two maps, it talks about that it's cool that they've introduced Patrol as a domination variation, but honestly, that is it. If your only thing is going, hey, you know what? It's better than Cold War when it comes to gameplay. It's between Modern Warfare and Cold War when it comes to gameplay, and that's the good. That is rough. That, to me, I just look at that going, that is rough, because honestly, you have Patrol, it's a new mode. You have Team Deathmatch, Domination, Search and Destroy, Kill Confirm, Patrol. I don't know if there's another one. I don't know if Headquarters is in there, Demolition. I don't know what it is, because this is the funny thing about Call of Duty. For some reason, Call of Duty games come out and introduce new modes like War in World War II, Call of Duty World War II, where they had War, where it was one person defending, one assaulting. You had Ground War in Modern Warfare. You have different modes in Cold War that are not, for some reason, these modes that are in previous Call of Duty games are not making their returns in other Call of Duty games. Players that enjoy these modes, these game modes, are not going in. You would think that game modes that players enjoyed in previous Call of Duty games would be making a return or coming into the next version that players are playing. Hell, even Control. I think Control's coming to World War II. I can't be for sure. I mean, at this point, but honestly, you would think fan favorite modes would be making a return in each Call of Duty game after the next, but for some reason that is just not the case. Let's get into this combat pacing. Okay, this is the thing that for some reason people are like, oh no, there's a lot of stuff to play in here. You got all these game modes, you got all these maps, and then you got combat pacing. Oh man, that changes it out a lot. Combat pacing, to me personally, I see is just a big a big nothing burger is what I'll say. It has tactical, assault, and blitz. Things that you can be able to manipulate how fast the pacing goes within the game. If you want chaos, you go for blitz. If you just want regular 6v6, regular pacing, you go for tactical or assault or whatever. To me, I just see that going, wow, that's really lazy. You didn't introduce a new game mode. You didn't introduce this or that. You didn't introduce anything really new besides, hey, you know what, each map's gonna play like shipment in blitz. Oh wow, that's really innovative. That's really cool. You have any other game modes? Do you have anything that makes it stand out between other Call of Duty games? I see combat pacing as something going, you know what, yeah, that doesn't really stand out as anything, because all you're doing is just changing the pacing of the game and not really alternating or making anything fresh or new to it. I don't see that as anything that besides increasing how many players are on each map is a big win. All right, let's get into the bad. Okay, so I talked about Champion Hill. Champion Hill is one of those things, I would say it's niche. It's a very niche audience of the Call of Duty franchise. Not the majority, but it's, it's there. Champion Hill, not a big concern. It's in there, but honestly, it's not a big seller for me. In this article, they actually talk about War missing from this thing. Now, in World War II, COD World War II, that was made by Sledgehammer, they had War, which was a 9v9 assault defend. It had Omaha Beach and other things. I think it even had Battle of the Bulge, different maps where you had different objectives. It kind of broke the monotony of the 6v6 game modes, Team Deathmatch, Domination, Demolition, Kill Confirm, all that stuff. You had something different, similar to like Modern Warfare's Ground War, something different, something unique, something that you could play that was big team battle stuff in kind of competition with Battlefield. But for some reason, that is missing in this game, that for some reason Sledgehammer had in a previous World War II game, but does not want to introduce it in this, and I'm not understanding why that is. Why do you have stuff that is missing from previous Call of Duty games that players enjoyed and loved and would love to see brought into other Call of Duty games? But again, each Call of Duty game for some reason keeps getting worse and worse. Last thing I want to address is this: factions. For some reason, factions is missing in World War II, or Vanguard, or whatever the hell they want to call it. For some reason, Vanguard does not have factions. Why is that? Well, I have my opinion about it, but to me, I'll say the second opinion. I think they want to try to find every possible way that they can to sell microtransactions to players. They're just going to have a laundry list of different players, and they're just going to have ways to sell microtransactions. If the gameplay is not going to sell it, microtransactions are going to be able to dump in here and make all the amount of money they possibly can with Vanguard. Again, to me personally, I see Activision just dropping this thing as a yearly release, not really caring. They're already trying to build up hype for the Modern Warfare 2 game next year, and they're just going to try to milk this Vanguard game as much as they possibly can and not really give too much interest in it whatsoever. I think players that are going to be buying this game are going to be getting scammed out of it because it's not going to offer anything new, and they just want to play the newest Call of Duty game, even though it's not a better product whatsoever. Now, my opinion on why there's no factions in this game: I don't think Activision, Sledgehammer, whatever, wants players to play on the enemy team. Look, there was an enemy side in World War II. You had Allies and you had Axis. You had Nazi Germany and you had the Japanese versus the Allies, United States, Canada, Australia, Australia, Great Britain, France. Anyway, going on and on. I don't think Sledgehammer wants to take the opportunity or take the gamble, I guess, of having players play on the faction of the Axis team. And I guess that would be kind of funny, because then they would have to create microtransaction cosmetic items for the Japanese and Yahtzee Germany. And I think that even though factions make sense, because every Call of Duty game has had some type of faction. You're fighting an enemy team, whether it's the Axis allies, or it's the Soviet Union versus the United States in Cold War, or, you know, I guess the Russian Federation or whatever in US in Modern Warfare, or whatever the hell that was. There's factions in each Call of Duty game, and it helps us as players be able to distinguish who's an ally and who's an enemy. But for some reason in World War II, or in Vanguard, Sledgehammer doesn't want to do that. To me personally, I think they're scared, and they don't want an article written about their game saying, I had to play as a Yahtzee German soldier, or I had to play as the Japanese in World War II. I think that's what Sledgehammer is scared of, because they don't want to be seen as bigots, I guess, even though they have a diverse line of characters in this thing. But for some reason, they don't want to have factions, and they don't want to have like an actual enemy. So it's just very odd. Look, Vanguard, to me, I don't see this game doing very well. Personally, I don't. I don't think there's any type of commercial push for this thing. I mean, usually you do see a lot of commercial push for Call of Duty games. I know they're already coming out with the double XP stuff for Mountain Dew and Doritos, but usually you see trailers, you see gameplay, you see a big push in advertisement, even live action trailers, which I don't think has actually happened the past 2 Call of Duty games. But honestly, you would think that they would want to be pushing Vanguard as much, but for some reason, somehow Modern Warfare 2's story got leaked, or Modern Warfare 2 news got leaked about what the next Call of Duty game is going to be like before Vanguard's even out. So it's very odd to see exactly where this game is going to be fitting at when it comes to what it's going to be delivering to players, which I don't think. I think Vanguard is going to be delivering a very inferior product to what it could possibly be. Again, billion-dollar franchise, billion-dollar industry, AAA game, but it keeps coming out year after year where the Call of Duty games get worse or be missing things that players enjoyed in the previous Call of Duty game, but don't have it in the next one. But for some reason, Call of Duty franchise is going the way of Madden, because people continue to buy this product without getting a better product in the end. So anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this Vanguard game? What do you guys think about when this game gets released? Do you think it's gonna be a better product than other things? There are people out there saying, oh man, it's the best Call of Duty game of all time, and I'm gonna tell you right, they are full of, you know what, they're probably getting paid by a certain company, organization, and they don't want to bite the hand that feeds. But honestly, this is not going to be a great product for this year for Call of Duty game, and it's going to show. So anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this Vanguard beta? What do you think about the full game's release? And what do you guys think about the topics I talked about when it comes to some of the negative things that the Vanguard's offering to players, that it's not really a great offering in the long end? So let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please have a great rest of the day. Look forward to talking to you guys all next time.